Good evening, students. Welcome to Students Accuracy and Demand Search class. Students, we are going to discuss about class 10's economics chapter 1 development. So I will be discussing about the total chapter. I'll try to finish it up within this video only if possible. Otherwise there will be part 2. My target is to finish within this video, so I would request you all to see the video from the very beginning to the end. Otherwise, you will miss the topics one by one. So, my students, let us start. But before that, once again, as usual, I will request you to press the like button. Of course, if you like, I hope you will like it. And press the bell icon so that the moment I'll post my next video, upload my next video, you will get before than others, quicker than others. And of course, don't forget to share this video to your friends so that they can also learn about this chapter. CBSE Class 10 Economics Chapter 1 Development. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel, Demand Search Class. And regarding this topic, if you have any kind of problem, please, you can see that my phone number is at the left hand side bottom of your screen. You can call me at this number. If you have any problem during evening hours, I'll listen to your problem and I'll definitely discuss with you regarding the problem. It will be better if I give you my WhatsApp number, you send me the picture of the questions, whatever you are having. I'll take the picture, I'll write down the answer and I'll send it to you. Okay? So let us start the chapter 1 development. Now the question is, sir, what is development? Development and growth. Don't you think these two topics are synonymous? Can you please tell me what is growth and what is development? Sir, both are same. Correct, you are correct. But still, there are some differences between growth and development. Let me explain you about the difference between growth and development first. See, when you were born, you were small. Now you are grown up. You are in class 10 now. So your height then and your height now has increased. This is growth, isn't it? You are grown up. We call it as you are grown up, you are growing up. कॉम्प्लान पिया ना, कॉम्प्लान पीकर एकदम बढ़ गया, लंबा हो गया. तो ग्रोथ. But along with your growth, you are also going through various classes, various standards, various education system. You are learning in various classes. You are learning various subjects, various topics according to the age group. The syllabus is set up, and on the basis of that syllabus is set up, you are learning a lot. Now you are in class 10, your development has also taken place. So growing by body, and development, growing by body as well as growing by your inner conscience, your knowledge. That is development. Production of arms and ammunitions is termed as growth in the economy because it increases the GDP, gross domestic product, the national income. It results in increase in the income. But production of baby food, production of agricultural products are termed as development. Why? Because it brings national income. It adds up to the total number of units produced. Along with that, it brings satisfaction in the society. It feeds the people. And until and unless we get food, we cannot work. The children are getting food to eat. They are also growing up. Understood? Through example, I hope I could explain you the difference between growth and development. Growth is only a quantitative term, means in terms of units of products produced throughout the economy, is termed as growth. Whereas development is both quantitative as well as qualitative term. Production of food crops, like production of arms and ammunition, production of food crops also adds to the national income. Sorry. Production of arms and ammunition also adds up to the national income. But does it bring satisfaction or health or anything like that in the people? No. But food crops brings satisfaction. By eating food, we can save ourselves from starving. So, development is quantitative, along with that, qualitative, both. Growth is a broader sense. Development growth is narrower sense. Development is broader. Because growth can take place without development. But development cannot take place without growth. Understood? So, these were the fewer examples which right now I remembered, so I told you. These are the main differences between growth and development. Okay. Now the term development. Let us keep growth aside because growth is not our present topic to be discussed. Let us start discussing about development. So development is having different notions to different people. That we are going to discuss just after this topic. The next topic, the topic to be discussed before this is different people have different developmental goals. So how? Correct. See, to me, suppose I am a rickshaw puller. I don't have my own rickshaw. I come out of my house every day in the morning. I go to the rickshaw owner's place, take my rickshaw and I pull rickshaw. A whole day I work. I earn money. I return the rickshaw. Along with that, a certain amount I have to pay to the rickshaw owner and then a very little part I carry. Though I worked throughout the day, I gave my labor, but still I couldn't earn that full amount which I already earned throughout the day. Why? Because the rickshaw doesn't belong to me. I take the rickshaw on rental basis from the rickshaw owner. So naturally I am paying it to him and a little part I am taking and going home. So to me, my developmental goal will be when I will own my own rickshaw. And to you, suppose you are a world famous industrialist. Your development, when shall I open my new project in that country or in that state of India. Am I clear? You are an industrialist. Your level of developmental goal is different. And I am a bechara rickshaw puller. My goal of development will be different. Like this, level of developmental goal depends, varies from man to man, level to level. Clear? Next is, as I was telling, development has got different meanings. Suppose, with the help of an example, let me explain it. Suppose you are sitting on a bench in the platform of a railway station. A train comes from this side and moves out of the platform. What do you think? I am static, I am constant, the train is in motion. Clear? Now take the opposite. You are sitting in the train. Train is running. In between a station comes, you see that station coming from this side and moving to that side. Train is moving this side. And what you are thinking, I am constant, the station is in motion. Both are correct. In both of their concepts, they are correct. When we are sitting inside the train, are we moving? We are sitting in the place. Or we are standing at a fixed point. So motion is a relative term. Similarly, what I feel, rather you will also understand after I explain, development is also a relative term. Suppose, I am giving you some examples. One or two. Suppose a multi-storied building or a multiplex or a shopping mall, a 5-star shopping mall has been constructed, has been built up in your area, nearby your area. So, it's so nice that when someone comes to your house, a relative or a close friend comes to your house from outside, that shopping mall becomes a point to be shown to your that friend or the relative come from outside. You are so proud, see, such shopping mall is there in our area or near our area. But have you ever noticed, if you go and search, if you find out, ask your parents, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe, I'm not telling that this is confirmed, maybe the shopping mall has been built in the land where there was a factory, or there were some poor people in jhuggies, they were living in that area, or the slums, people living in that area. They lost their homes, or the people working in the factory, they lost their factory, their employment. Go and ask them. They will say, we have lost our jobs, we have lost our earnings, we have lost our homes. So the shopping mall, maybe to you it's a development in your area. You are right. If you go and ask them, those who lost their homes, those who lost their jobs, they will say, we have lost our everything. So this shopping mall is not a development to us. They are also right. So one example I showed you, that development has different notions. Different people have different conception of development on the basis of their availability. So it's a relative term. To you it may be development, to me it may not be development. Let me give you another example. See, The multi-purpose projects means the dams on the rivers which are built. Have you been? Those who have been to the dams, you must have seen one side of the dam is very empty, means there no water at all. A small, thin stream of water is going. And the other side of the dam, if you see, it's full, it's like a big lake. The other side, other bank, you may not be able to see such a big, vast water body, other side. When it rains heavily, the lock gates are opened so that the water passes away, and then that time the other side also is filled up with water. But in the other time, when it doesn't rain, the other side of the dam, the water remains, it does not increase, so it is kept locked. Time to time, the lock gates are opened in order to adjust the level of water. It doesn't overflow, so that it doesn't overflow. And due to that fall of water, the hydroelectric powers are also made. I'm not talking about all those. Think about the side which is covered with water all around. Before the dam was built, the area of land which is under the water now was fertile, probably. And people used to earn by cultivating crops in those fields. Now those fields are not visible, they are under the water. Now, due to this multi-purpose project, don't we go and visit this place as a tourist spot? If you go and ask a tourist, do you think it's a development? The tourist will say, yes, such a beautiful place to come and see and spend some time. Definitely it's a development for the nation. You ask an industrialist who is getting the hydroelectricity, ask the industrialist, is it a development? He will say, yes, there was no electricity, poor supply of electricity. Because of this dam, we are able to get sufficient electricity so that we can produce our products. Uninterrupted electricity. So it is a development to us. But my dear children, if you go and ask those farmers or the families of those farmers, those who have lost their lands under the water, they will say, no, it is not at all a development to us. So, you can understand. Development has again contradicting concepts. In your book, NCERT book, you may find a picture. A lady living in the slums on the footpath is breastfeeding a child, a newborn child. And a car owner is passing just by the side of her, emitting a lot of smoke. The car owner says these people will stay on the road, they will never develop. And to the mother who is breastfeeding the child, what is the mother having? The first option to feed her child. The child is hungry. So the contradiction is again taking place. The driver says they will never develop, and the mother will say they will never develop, they will never have the sense. See, when I am feeding my child, he is emitting so much of smoke, polluting the air. Different people have different concepts, contradictions. So development has got different notions. Development has got different concepts. Developmental goals. Again, let me go back. What may be the developmental goals? To earn a high income. Maybe one of my... I may think to earn more and more and more. I will reach to the peak, the highest peak, by earning more and more income. I'll be the richest person. I'm not taking the names of those persons, those who are very rich or one of the richest in the world. You know better than me. Good standard of living. Automatically it will come side by side. Whenever I will be earning more money, I will be able to lead a better standard of living. If I was drinking tea, now my income has increased, I will stop drinking tea, I will go for coffee. More coffee, cold coffee. Like this, I may keep developing myself. So like this, I may keep improving myself. That is the standard of living. Previously, I was having no income. I was using public transport. Now I am having income. I am using my own personal transport. Standard of living improving. And it is the target of everybody. Developmental goal of everybody. Satisfaction. If my standard of living develops, degree of satisfaction also will keep on varying. Of course, it varies from man to man. It depends on individual person. To you, something may give you satisfaction. To me, that may not give me satisfaction. So I will change my standard of living according to my satisfaction, and you will change your standard of living according to your level of satisfaction. Clear? Equal treatment. There are some developmental goals which we cannot buy. One of them is equal treatment. Some of us are Dalits, some of us are Brahmins. So see, are we treating them equally? Means nowadays we have definitely, but still there are some incidents taking place. If you keep your ears in the news or eyes on the newspaper, you may find some incidents which are taking place. Some discrimination is still going on. I am not going to discuss about all this because I am concerned with the social worker also. I am a teacher, so I am sticking to this point only. Up till there, means after this I am not going to discuss. Now, freedom. Did we get it free of cost? Yes sir, we got it. Because when we are born, we found the country independent, free country. Correct? But this freedom which we got more than 70 years before in 1947, all of a sudden, overnight we got the freedom. No, children. Thousands and lakhs of Indians had to shed their blood, give their lives to bring this freedom. So freedom is not free of cost. Rather, I would say it is now become very difficult, more difficult to maintain freedom. For that, कर चले हम जा फिदा याद साथियों, अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों. Your parents, we, our generation, we are going to go away. You are going to come. You are the world, you are the children, you are the one to make the world a better day. So the time will come when you will take hold of the country, of the nation, for the development of the nation. So you have to develop yourself first. Then only the country, the nation will find that the nation is on the strong shoulders. So you have to increase the strength of your shoulders. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. You have to be more strong. Strong mentally, strong physically, strong in every respect. So you have to maintain the freedom. How? By developing the country more and more and more and more and more. Let the country be at the peak, on the top of all the countries. India. who will do? It's we. It's you after we. It's your generation after our generation. We will go. You will come. You will go. Your next generation will come. Like this. So freedom is also a developmental goal. If it was not, then why those people gave their lives? Because of that, it is a developmental goal. They found it. It's required for a country's development. Because a foreigner is not going to come and think about your own country. We have to. It's we who has to think about the development of our country. We have to do it ourselves. So we felt that yes, development is a goal to us. So they fought. They brought this freedom. Now it is our duty to maintain this freedom, to continue this freedom, to carry on this freedom, and take our country to the peak, so that all other countries salute us. Take it as our target. Security. Security also we require. We are sleeping peacefully. Why? Because we know that every night when we are sleeping, we are secured, because the soldiers are standing with their guns. Whether it is a desert, whether it is a hill, whether it is 0 degree, whether it is minus, whether it is ocean, coastal plain, wherever you go, a soldier is there to protect us. But sometimes it's we are taking wrong steps against them. So we must take care of that. We must know that it's them for whom we are secure. We feel secure. We feel secured and we sleep at night, every night, peacefully. So security is also the strength we gather because we are secure. The security is also a developmental goal. Respect. Slowly we are forgetting. The young generations are becoming different. I am not telling that they are wrong. Maybe sometimes they are right. But still, respect should be one of the goals. Though this generation or the young generation has got a lot of power, they have got a lot of strength, sometimes they need to be shown the proper path. I'm not telling they're wrong. They are right. They're doing a lot of things which are very much essential for that country's development. They have that potentiality. And now it is our duty to mold them, to mold you. And for that you are in the school level. Slowly you are developing yourself. As I told you, are blossoming flowers. Now you are going towards a youth. Isn't it? Because after class 10, you are standard, you are in now 12, then 4 years BTech, then 2 years MTech or BCom or MCom or whatever it is, graduation and post-graduation you will do, and then after that you will be, some of you will be in the practical field of working, or some of you may go for further studies, doctorate, PhD, etc., etc. That also requires a lot of buddhis. Brain is required for that, isn't it? So country's development depends upon these developmental goals. You have to set up your goal. It's the right time now to set up your goal. Where you want to go, what you want to be. If you want to be, believe in what you want to be. If you believe in what you want to be, you can be what you want to be. Sir, change ऊपर से चला गया ना. Just rewind the video, listen to it again. I hope you will be able to understand. Okay. Next, according to the World Bank has categorized the different countries on the basis of their developments. The development depends upon per capita income or average income. But average income is always not correct measure to be understood. Why? Let me tell you as an example. Suppose there are suppose 5 persons, A, B, C, D, E. A earns rupees 5 lakh, B earns rupees 50,000, C earns rupees 5,000, D earns rupees 500, E earns rupees 50. So 5 lakh 55,550 is the total income. Divided by 5, you will get the average income 1,11,110. That means per head income is 1,11,110. And what was he earning actually? 50 rupees. So we will make ourselves satisfied. अरे भाई हमारे देश का इनकम एक आदमी इनकम करता है 1,11,110 रुपया. But in reality, you go and find E is earning only rupees 50 rupees per month. Suppose, as an example, I am telling you. So, do you think it is the correct picture we are showing? No. So, therefore, average income is not always able to show the correct picture of the national development. So, World Bank has given us certain levels. World Bank says, by the way, let me explain you. Average income is nothing else but per capita income. Per capita income means the same thing. Total income or the national income by the total population. National income divided by total population. So, what does World Bank say? World Bank says 3 categories. One is low income countries. Next one is low or middle income, means low income countries, low or medium income countries, rich countries, high income countries. We, India, lie in the middle one, low or medium income countries. India is in the middle. How do we understand? In US dollars, as because that classifying countries, that World Bank says the classification of countries, that means US dollars, 12,236 US dollars per annum. Those who are earning 12,000, note it down, you can note it down, 12,236 US dollar or above, rich countries. Okay? Then in between 1840 US dollars per annum to 1005 US dollar, 1005 US dollars, those who are earning per annum will be low or medium earning countries, income countries. And then less than 1005 US dollars per annum will be low income countries. Less income countries or low income countries. Okay. Now, there are human development index, the concept of human development index, that is also a very important topic to be understood. And what is that? Point wise I am telling you. Number one is literacy rate. If these human index is high, the country's development also is high. Human development index is the other parameter to understand whether a country is coming in which category, developed or developing. So for example, before I go to HDI, if I give you some examples to compare which country is comparatively developed. Suppose USA and India, you will definitely say USA. Now let us come to which state is more developed, comparatively more developed. Example, Punjab and Bihar. Definitely you will say Punjab, because their earning is more. So how do we understand only earning? No. Only earning is not the point. There are various other parameters that describes Human Development Index, HDI. By seeing this HDI only, we can compare two states or two countries, whether they are developed or developing. Undeveloped we cannot say. Every country, whether it is under development or developing, they will be called as developing itself. Okay, so two categories: developed, developing. Either I have reached or I am going. So either I am developing or I have developed. Am I clear? So, literacy rate. You may write it down also if needed. Percentage of people in a sample of population who can read. The percentage of people. Suppose there are 1 crore people. Achha chalo, 100 crore people in our country. And out of 100 crore people, 80 crore people can read and write. So what is the literacy rate? 80%. So percentage of people out of a sample. We cannot go and study each and every person throughout the country, and that too the country like India where 35 crores of people are living. It cannot be studied. So a sample, a random sample, you can collect. Out of that, you find out how many of them can read and write and calculate the percentage, and that is the literacy rate. Now, literacy rate of that area or of that state. But for the whole country, if you take from different states, you have to take. Different states, you have to take samples. And that sample will be the random sample. And on the basis of that, you survey, you calculate how many people can read and write, divided by the total number of people you have taken as a sample, into 100 will be the percentage. Am I clear? Okay. So, what would be the formula? Number of people who can read by total number of people in the sample into 100. Okay. Next comes sex ratio. That means number of females per 1,000 males in a particular area within a specific time period. Because in one particular year, if we don't say, then for how long? This ratio may change year after, or was different 1 year before. Why? If you go to the past, you see girl child was killed. These were the social evils in our country. When girl child was born, the girl child was drowned into the drum full of milk. Though nowadays it is not happening. So naturally that time, number of females were less than the number of males. Sometimes I have heard in some places, when a boy child is born, people are so happy. They are drumming their thalis with their spoons. And a girl child is born, they are so sad. Do you think it's correct? No. It is the social level we have to overcome now. Still now it is there. It is better. We have to be educated. That is the point. We have to gather more and more education. We have to develop ourselves by throwing out all these social levels. We have to throw out these evils. Then only we can improve ourselves. And we improve means the nation improves. We develop means the nation develops. Because it is we who are going to, as I told you now, you are the one, you are the children, you are the one to make the world a better day. So it's you. You means you all. So come forward. Take the nation into your hands. As early you can, you come out. And when can you come out? Until and unless you fill up. So you have to work hard so that you can get better scores in your higher studies. So make it now. Now, infant mortality rates. Number of death of child under 1 year per 1,000 children born. In the area, 1,000 children are born. Now, under 1 year, how many children are dying? Mortality means death, finishing. So, number of children under 1 year are dying. How many children under 1 year are dying out of 1,000 children born within a specific period of time? Within a year, particular year. Why? Because next year it may change. Previous year it was different. This year how much? It will vary with the previous year and the next year. May not. Okay? Next. Access to clean drinking water. Slowly, my dear children, as I was talking, of course, in the previous video, it was in class 9. Try to remember, Green Revolution was there in class 9. I was talking about the demerits of Green Revolution. Loss of underground water, loss in the level of underground water is taking place due to over irrigation. One side we are getting good crops due to Green Revolution. The other side, the ground level water is going down. A time will come when we will not get fresh water to drink. So we have to take care of it. We have to see that we are getting fresh drinking water. Because water, other name of water is life. We won't survive without water. So fresh drinking water should be made available. Now body mass index. See, I am telling you again, these are all the parameters of human development index. These all things have to be seen before we decide whether this state is more developed than this state, this country is more developed than that country. So, body mass index, it is the strength, it is the mass of the body. See, estimate of body fat based on your height and weight. How much is your height? And how much is your weight? In comparison to your height, body mass index gives us a formula to measure. Is it correct or not? Are you overweight or underweight, or you are correct? Your body weight is correct according to your height. That is body mass index. So, what is the body mass index of the average people, of the average person in the locality, in the state, in the country? On the basis of that also, this is one of the parameters, again I am telling you. Next is life expectancy. How much time does an average person live for in that area? Previously, pre-independence or just post-independence, it was 35 years to 40 years max to max. Now it has become, life expectancy of our country has come up to near about 60 to 70, not even 70, close to 70. We are moving on towards 70, but 60 plus. So don't you think that we have developed a lot in the field of medical science? Now see, coronavirus, is going on. Whole world is under lockdown. We are afraid. But why? Because we have not yet invented any vaccine for the coronavirus. But similar epidemics used to take place in the past also. Like previously, whenever say malaria, typhoid used to take place, people used to die in our country. Now those diseases are nothing because we have vaccines, but still now we don't have any vaccine for coronavirus. So inventions are going on, researches are going on. So far we have not yet got, so we are under the lockdown and we are making the videos on this side of the camera, trying to make you learn about the topic on the other side of the camera, so that you can sit down at home without going to school. You can your teaching and learning process go on, continue, because syllabus is not going to wait for us. Time and tide waits for none. So we have to continue. Show must go on, and so the show is going on. I am here working hard for you people. At least give the labor from your side also. Then only I will be very happy that yes, I have done something for the nation. See the children when you are passing and coming out with colorful results. You know, like the doctors, when the patients are cured, they are going away, going back home with their family members. The doctors from the far distance sees, and they from inside feel very happy. Yes, I have done something for the nation. I have cured the patient. Same thing happens to all the teachers. You know, we are teaching you throughout the day, and the day on the result, when the result is out, when you are coming out with colorful light and jumping and happy, and you are enjoying, sir, I have passed, ma'am, I have passed, teachers, I have passed, mother, I have passed. How joyful it is to us. You know, there is no expression. There are no words to a teacher to express how happy the teacher feels. So don't you like to make us also feel happy for you? Feel proud. Yes, the boy, yes, the girl is my student, was my student. When you grow up, become a big one, big shot, we can say that child was my student. Isn't it? Do something for the country. Make us also feel proud for you all. I have a student, you know, I'm not taking the name. The student challenged me. Sir, I challenge you that I'll make you sit with me in my car having a red hooter. Nowadays those red hooters are no more. But I feel really very proud of my child that student has proved that he was right. And now he has become one of the honorable judges. I feel so proud of him. I also have a friend who is holding a good post in the police. I'm not mentioning the post. I'm not mentioning any names also. So these are the students who are making us proud, and the way I am taking their examples, I hope you also would make us tell such examples in front of others. Means, as I am telling now, for those students, you also make us tell about you. So, development must come in you also for the national development. Okay? Now, the last but not the least in Human Development Index is the health facility. That is also another facility which we require. Unfortunately, this coronavirus vaccine has not yet been invented, but if it was invented, so many people would not have died throughout the world. Whole country is trying to invent this vaccine. So health facility is very essential. a unhealthy person cannot work. If you are not well, can you study? No. So, health facility is one of the very essential human index indexes. So, if HDIs, these are the HDIs parameters. HDI is the parameter that enables us to judge the level of development of a country. And under HDI, some of the important parameters I have discussed. Now, public facilities. What do we mean by public facilities? The infrastructural development, the roadways, the construction of roadways, the construction of hospitals, the building of hospitals, markets, for the farmers to come and sell the products directly, various other schools, colleges, etc., etc. These are called as public banks, insurance, the facilities without which no production will be also possible. These are the helping hands. These are called as public facilities. And then finally, I'd like to explain you the sustainable development. Sustainable development is that development which we can sustain, we can retain for a longer period of time. See, Indus Valley people, let me give you an example. Indus Valley people, they left beautifully carved earthen pots under the soil for us. We excavated out those earthen pots. What are we going to leave for our next generation under the soil? Yes, you're right. We are going to leave plastics that pollutes, which is non-biodegradable. It will remain under the soil forever. Don't you think they will curse us? That see our ancestors, what they have left for us, they have left nothing. Even they have left no fuel for us. They are leaving the holes. They left the holes in the ozone layer. So, remember, the environment in which we are living is not because of the heredity, because of the right from our ancestors. Don't think in that way. Think like this, that we have borrowed this environment from our future generation. And something which we borrow has to be returned back. So we have borrowed this present environment from our coming generation. So it is our duty to maintain this environment properly, and intact environment is returned to them when we pass away. They get the livable environment, neat and clean environment. We are borrowing it from them. It is our duty to return it to them intact. Don't think that we have got it from our ancestors. This is our right. It is our liability from our coming generation. We have borrowed it. So we have to keep it safely. So don't pollute the environment. See, best example I can tell you. The Himalayan mountains are now, due to this coronavirus, no factories are working, no smoke is coming out of the chimneys, no vehicles are working, no pollution is going on. Himalayan mountains are visible from 300 kilometers. The mountain peaks are now visible, which was a dream for the people to live, who live 300 kilometers away from the Himalayas. They are from 300 kilometer distance, they are able to see the peak of mountains. I don't remember the name of the mountain peak. The mountain is visible now. I am keeping it on record because a time very soon will come when the coronavirus will not be there again, the environmental pollution. It is now right time to think about the benefit of the neat and clean environment. We must keep our environment neat and clean. So sustainable development is very important. The fuel we are using will finish. These are all perishable. Non-renewable resources. The coal we are using, the oil we are using, the petroleum we are using, non-renewable. So instead of that, why don't we use solar energy, the wind energy? We have to think about such alternatives that will sustain for a long period of time. Such developments are called as sustainable developments. So my friends, this was the total thing which presently whatever I remembered from the chapter I explained to you. If I have missed out, please don't feel shy to call me and tell me. I'll again include it as part 2 of development class 10 CBSE syllabus. I hope you liked it. Please press the like button, press the bell button also, so that next time when I upload the video, you can get it before the others, quicker than others. And very little request, please press the subscribe button. Okay, thank you, good night, see you for the next video, next chapter, if there is no more point I have missed out. Thank you, good night.